Stunning what we can see from our vantage point. Police boats, first responder boats that are in the water. Sonar has picked up that there are cars in the water and they're trying to rescue people who could still be inside. You can see chunks of the bridge, the key bridge that tumbled down toward the water, still on the deck of that shipping container.
Just look at that picture. You can see that entire span of the key bridge is in the water. And there you can see Dolly, that huge cargo vessel, just wedged in there right where it has been since about 1:30 a.m. this morning.
It's stunning.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Call Halalayim, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashim Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rahak HaKadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to you Akim and you Aquathia. Also you children that believe on this word. Shalom to the speckled bird that's scattered around the four corners of the globe. It's your brother Kalakar. And as a lot of brothers are, waking up to this or getting on to this this incident that happened in Baltimore. I wanted to just go through the spirit and pull out a couple of precepts concerning this matter. Now, this is obviously judgment from the Lord. The Passover was just Saturday night to Sunday night, and the Lord passing over this place. So he's bringing out judgment. Now, the significance of this bridge is Francis Key Scott. Francis Key Scott wrote the Star Spangled Banner, which he was, you look up the history. As a matter of fact, first let's get scripture. Let's get Zephaniah 3. Let me start at the top. Zephaniah 3:1. Woe means destruction to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. She obeyed not the voice. She received not correction. She trusted not in the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. She drew not near to her power. Her princes within her are roaring lions. Her judges are even wolves. They gone not the bones to the marrow. Her prophets are light and treacherous persons. Her priests have polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence to the law. Here's the point. The just Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, it's in all caps, is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knows no shame. And this is judgment. Every morning the Lord brings his judgment to life or to light. And you're going to see even more and more, especially after this new year, this new year, not the heathens' new year, as they would like to coin it, having a new year in the middle of dead of winter. That's not a new year. New year when pretty much from spring and things start to live and come back to life, But like I said, every morning the Lord brings his judgment. Read it again. Zephaniah 3:5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knows no shame. So the unjust knows no shame. Now, let's get, where was I going? Who was Francis Scott Key, Salakia? Who was Francis Scott Key, whose nameshake's beard fell? His poem became the Star Spangled Banner. Now, so this Edomite wrote this Star Spangled Banner, and it was, he was pro-slavery. He made anti-slavery laws. He was with Andrew Jackson, and Andrew Jackson listened to him. So this Edomite, he got a lot of blood on his hands. And so with this bridge being collapsed, it's almost an omen of how, first and foremost, America's infrastructure is failing. This place is falling apart. And what this guy making this poem, this Edomite making this poem, and that ship running into his bridge, symbolic to the collapse of this age, of this eon of Esau Edom. Remember, Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of that follow. Remember, the Lord is a chess player. The Lord is going to do stuff, systematically. He's not going to, show you all of that once. It's going to be gradually. More and more of these things on a rampant. This is going to happen even more. Wait till the summer when it's all hot. Man, all these rolling blackouts, the grid going down, all of these things are coming to Babylon the Great. So let's get into this article. A major bridge that collapsed in Baltimore after getting hit by a ship is named to Francis Scott Key, who turned a wartime experience into the early 19th century into the poem that became a national anthem for the United States. The United States is Babylon the Great. You ain't going to find United States in the Bible. You're going to find Babylon the Great, virgin daughter of Babylon. It means confusion. Key was a prominent attorney in the region during the first half of the 19th century. In September 1814, 2 years after the War of 1812, he started between the United States and the British. He was on a ship to negotiate an American prisoner's release and witnessed a 25-hour British bombardment of Fort McHenry. For his vantage point on the Patapsco River, the 35-year-old Key was able to see that the American flag stayed up through the hours of the darkness and still at the top of the fort. When the morning came, he turned it into a poem, and the rocket's red glare and the bombs burst in the air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. As one of the Key's original lines says, the rockets and bombs later became plural. Now, it goes into how the ship lost power on, off, then they ran into that bridge. Let me see something. Okay, let's read this part. While the first verse of the anthem is most well known, there's a total of 4 stanzas and a third that was a reference made to a slave, Key, whose family owned people and who owns enslaved people himself, supported the idea of sending free black people to Africa, but opposed the abolition of slavery in the United States, according to the National Park Service of Fort McHenry National Monument and Historic Shrine. His personal history, he made him a controversial figure in some quarters. In June 2020, a statue of him in San Francisco was taken down. Key died in 1843. So this Edomite was against slavery, and we know what's going to happen to, what is it? I think it's 30. Oh, yeah. Jeremiah 30 and I'm going to get straight to the point. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. All thy enemy, or all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give to a prey. For I will restore the health unto thee, and I will heal thee from thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they have called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, who no man seeketh after. And if you read up a little bit, because the Lord said he'll cure thee from our wounds, because if you read verse 12, it says, for thus said the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and our wound is grievous. And this is from slavery. And you had Edomites back in the day like this that was pushing hard to keep slaves and own slaves and doing all types of wickedness, to keep this going. So like I said, this bridge being collapsed. This is just an omen, like the Lord is getting ready to move on this place, or he's moving on this place now, but he's slowly, making it happen. He's slowly making it happen. Let's get one more. Ecclesiasticus 5. I'm going to start at the top. Set thy heart upon thy goods and say not, I have enough for my life. Follow not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. That's your spirit. You got to walk in the ways of the Lord, because it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power. We get that next, Lord willing. It's verse 3, and it says, say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge the pride. And these proud Edomites, that have been, running amok on the earth for quite some time. And that time is getting close to the end. We almost out of here. We know we got a few prophecies left, but all of this sorrow, the beginnings of sorrows and wars and rumors of war, these things are happening now. Verse 4, it says, say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering. He will no wise let thee go. So the Lord is long suffering. He ain't going to let you go. Concerning appropriation, be not without fear to add sin upon sin. So these Edomites, heavy iniquity, sin upon sin. They don't care. They don't care about the Most High. They think they're the Most High. They want to sit in the seat as the Most High. So the Most High is showing them like, yo, your time is over. Your time is up. Your time is up. Let's get Hebrews and then we can close it out. Hebrews 10 and 31. Hebrews 10 and 30. For we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me. A recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. It is a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power. So it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power. So with that said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Hope you was edified. Hope you got something out of this, Lord willing. Shalom. Hope to see you on the next video.